See, the thing is, we right now this subject is of data analysis, and we are focusing towards the algorithm part. All right. In the second unit, we have algorithm part. But before that, what I think we need to get an introduction of this, what really the analysis service is all about. So for in this lecture, I'm going to introduce this service and with the help of the Microsoft documentation. Okay. So, and here in the definition, we have an algorithm in data mining or machine learning is a set of heuristic and calculations that creates a model for data. As for example, we understand that we have, if we have a different set, if we have a group of data, we can categorize it, and on those category we can implement some model. To create a model, the algorithm first analyzes the data you provide, looking for a specific type of pattern or trends. Okay. Then the algorithm uses the result of this analysis over iteration to find the optimal parameters for creating the mining models. See, we have a lot of data. Let's assume 30 lakh student passed intermediate examination, and on overall there is a resultant of the 43%. Now we need to understand in the UP which examination was the toughest examination for the student in which they failed a lot. We'll just gather the data and do our mining. And then next time we can model a thing like this. Now we will give some extra focus on those subjects in which the student are not getting passed. Okay, that's the thing. That's the way the model functions. The mining models that an algorithm creates from our data takes following sets. First of all, we create a set of clusters that describes how the cases in a data sets are related. Okay, if I create a data set, one student is fail and one student is pass, then it's also related. Actually, the major thing is that we have a data, and one data is a collection of the student performance of a particular subject. Okay, and for that we made a two cluster. First cluster is of pass students, second cluster is of non-pass students. Okay. Now, the mining model that an algorithm creates from your data can take various forms. First, we need a cluster data sets. A set of clusters that describe how the cases in the data sets are related. Then a decision tree that predicts the outcome and describes how different criteria affect that outcome. And then we try to introduce mathematical model for that forecasting sales now, where that both services comes into the formulation, where we are going for the regression modeling, and then after that we have a multivariate modeling. Then right now we were studying about the Bayesian classification. But in general, we got about that there's two things we need to do. One is descriptive and one is predictive. In the predictive analysis, we put the model is like that our data, if there is A and B data is available, will predict the value of the C. And in the descriptive analysis, we just got the historical data, and we try to get the analysis what really it says about the thing. Like if we're focusing about the thing on the Gorakhpur, if there is a fever, and how can from which symptom we are able to categorize that if that fever is of corona, that fever is of encephalitis and all. Okay, it's like this. So these parameters are then applied to get the thing. After that, we try to make a decision tree from that predicts the outcome and describe how different criteria affects a different outcome. And then a mathematical model for the forecasting the sales has been done. That's we have given the example of it. Then after that, we go for a set of rules that describe how products are grouped together in a transaction and the probabilities that products are purchased together. Some symptoms are common in between two diseases like COVID-19 and encephalitis and influenza and all. So we can group those things also, and then we get the transactions, and then we understand our some problem set in the better manner. Now, because we are analyzing our data on the Microsoft has a SQL server. That's why on the server part, we are getting an example of the SQL server data mining. But in general, the algorithms are the very much same. Whatever mining system we are using, it doesn't dependent upon the system. Algorithms are optimally same. Algorithm provides in the SQL server data mining are the most popular where research and methods of deriving patterns from data. Now, they are focusing on their product SQL server data mining, and they're saying that we had done the research methods in driving the patterns for the data. Okay. Now, to take an example, K-means clustering is one of the oldest clustering algorithm and is available widely in many different tools and with many different implementations and options. However, the particular implementation of the K-mean clustering used in SQL Server data mining was developed by Microsoft Research. So we have a many different type of clustering algorithm, but K-mean clustering was used in the SQL Server data mining. Okay, and this was done by the Microsoft Research team, and then optimized for the performance of the analysis services. This is how the things works. That's why we are getting through the different algorithm in we're getting through a different algorithms as an identity. But in general, when we try to implement and make a product, we need to connect those algorithms for the particular purpose. Like here the Microsoft Research team has optimized the performance of those algorithms for the analysis service within the SQL Server data mining. Okay, so all the Microsoft data mining algorithm can be extensively customized and fully programmable using the provided APIs. You can we can also automate the creation, training, and retraining of the model by using the data mining components in the integrating services. Okay, for optimizing the resultant, here we can also use the third-party algorithm that comply with the databases for data mining specifications, or develop custom algorithms that can be registered as service and used within the SQL Server data mining framework. Okay, now that's a way how a product is made, how a research is done for getting our objective. Now the basic question is how we will choose a right algorithm. So here we are going to focus on that. Choosing the best algorithm to use for the specific analytic service can be challenged while you use a different algorithms to perform the same business task. Again, very important. We need to choose a different algorithm to perform the same business task. Each algorithm produces a different result, and some algorithm can produce more than one type of results. For example, we can use a Microsoft decision tree algorithm not only for prediction, but also a way to reduce the number of columns in the data set. Because the decision tree can identify columns, they do not affect the final mining model. So in this way, we try to choose an algorithm, we just get our objective clear, and then we implement different models, and then from different prediction models, what we have, algorithms, and then algorithms will be used for the predictions. And in that way, we will try to get with our senses what really suited towards our problem and solution, suited for our problem solution. What are the algorithm types? Choosing algorithm by type. So SQL Server data mining includes the following algorithm type. First is classification algorithm. Classification algorithm predicts one or more discrete variables based on their other attributes on the data sets. In the classification type algorithms, we are able to predict one or more discrete values based on the attribute of the data set. In the regression type algorithms, we can predict one or more continuous numerical. Important part is here it is discrete 1 or 0, but here it is a changeable form. continuous numerical values such as profit loss based on the other attributes of the data set. When you are using a discrete when we need discrete variables, we will go for the classification algorithm. When we need a continuous numerical variable, then we need a regression algorithm. That's what we have studied in unit 1. Unit 2 of unit 2 first topic, regression analysis. When we need a segmentation algorithm, we need a segmental algorithm when we need to divide a data into groups or clusters or items that have a similar properties. Like all the students are students. These are divided on students. Now, first is classification for the discrete structure, 0, 1 regression for the continuous numerical upgradations, and again third is a segmentation algorithms of clustering. You can say that for making a groups and cluster. Third is association, how we are able to correlate different attributes in a data set. The most common application of this kind of algorithm is for creating association rules, which can be used in market-based basket analysis. What is market basket analysis? See, if you are in a supermarket and you have a basket, what next item you will fill in the basket, that is able to predict by by learning of behavior. So that's what thing is. That's what thing we understand. We're getting. It's a market basket analysis. Here, sequence analysis algorithm summarize frequent sequences or episodes in data, such as a series of clicks in a website, a series of long events preceding machine maintenance. Okay. 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 So, in general, algorithms can be categorized. That's what the thing is. We have a different type of algorithm sets like classification algorithm, regression algorithm, segmentation algorithm, association algorithm, and sequence analysis algorithm. In the classification algorithm, we are focusing towards the 0, 1, and the regression algorithm, we are focusing towards the continuous numerical value resultants, and the segmentation algorithm, we try to get a clustering resultant. Okay. And the sequence analysis algorithm, we have our we have our clicks, web clicks, and then we are able to analyze the things. So we can say by analyzing this 5 types, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can say that we cannot limit a type for getting, or sometimes we can't limit ourselves to type algorithm sets for limiting our, we can limit ourselves on some type of the algorithms. When we now want to get a result for our solutions, we need to get a best of the best from everything available. So experienced analyst will sometimes use one or more algorithm to determine the effective inputs. So how the sometimes experience analysis works? First of all, they check out one algorithms to determine the variables. Actually, experience analysis will sometimes use one algorithm to determine the most effective input, that is variable, and then apply a different algorithm to predict a specific outcome based on that. Okay. SQL, first of all, very important thing, what is experience analysis do? First of all, we will get an algorithm depend upon the objective, and we will try to derive our variables, and then we will apply different type of algorithms on the and predicting the outcome of those on the data. So again, we are now talking about the product. SQL Server data mining lets us to build a multiple model on a single mining structure. So within a single data mining solution, you can use a clustering algorithm, decision model, naive bands to get different views of the data. Now that's why when when we are studying and somebody has said that, "Okay, I have gone through the machine learning and this is a result and this is a result and I'm getting through the by processing different programming things." Why he is able to get a result? Because it's already done in the past within the environment. You know, when they say that Jupyter, Anaconda, and all those PyCharm, whatever he's trying to implement, that thing has been there has been detailed defined definition, that the particular software is a detailed definition. We just know how to implement this thing. So we need to have our analytical brain, which algorithms need to be used for getting a better power from which we can get our objective. This is what we need to understand. Like for an example, we can use multiple algorithm for the single solution to perform a separate task. For example, we could use regression to obtain financial forecast and use neural network algorithm to perform an analysis factor of influence forecast. So we are using a regression for the financial forecast because financially everything is changing every time. And why we are using neural network? We are using neural network to perform analysis of factors that influence forecast. Okay, let's move again ahead. We have many, we have this table. We have this table. In this table, we are focusing how we will predict those algorithms. Just understand. We because we are on the Microsoft page. Microsoft is adding his names: Microsoft Decision Tree, Microsoft Naive Bayes, Microsoft Clustering Algorithm, Microsoft Neural Network, Microsoft Decision Tree. Okay, just forget Microsoft while learning. Predicting, we are going for the examples of task. Predicting a discrete attribute, we have a Microsoft Decision Tree algorithm. So whenever we need a discrete attribute, we go for the decision tree algorithm. And what really a discrete attribute examples can be, it's like flag the customer in a prospective buyer list. It's a good prospect or poor prospect by his buying activity or force. Calculate the probability that a server will fail in the next 6 months or not. Categorizing the patient outcomes and explore related factors. Okay. Okay. For this, we can use decision tree, naive Bayes, clustering algorithms, neural networks. Predicting a continuous attribute, we have those. We can have decision tree algorithm, time series algorithm, linear regression algorithms. For the forecast, say, predicting the visitors in the historical sites in the next year, generating a risk score for the demographics and all. Now, next is predicting a sequence, Microsoft sequence clustering algorithm. So predicting a sequence, perform clickstream analysis of a company website, analyze the factor leading to server failure, capture and analyze the sequence of activities during an outpatient visit to formula best practice around the common activities. Next is finding groups of common items in transactions. What we do with the association algorithm. When we go for the common, we need to associate those things. We will go for the association algorithm and decision trees. Decision tree is a very optimal thing. It can be implemented at anywhere, because with the help of the decision tree, we are able to get the variables for our calculation. So we use market basket analysis to determine product placement, suggest additional products to a customer for purchase, analyze service data to visitors to event to find our activities and boosts are correlated to plan future activities. Next is finding similar content. And so for finding similar content, always there is a word known as clustering. We will go for the clustering algorithms. Then we have a Microsoft sequence algorithms to create a patient risk profile based on the attributes such as demographics and behavior, analyze users by browsing and buying patterns, and identify servers that have similar usage characteristics. So these are the thing, and these are those algorithms which we need to study. Basic algorithm descriptions. We have go through linear, and we are now. Then we have go to logistics. Then we are now right now on the naive Bayes. Okay. And for the technical references, we have
these type of things available, how the model is contained within association and linear modeling here it is. So let's have an example of what really the linear regression algorithm is all about. This is, we have studied about this, but I request you to please go through this and understand what really, how it is going, how it is modeled, how the algorithm will work and how we'll get a linear regression. Then we have a logistic regression, how we're going to algorithm work, we're going to work, and we will get a regression models, and we will, we create a predictions about that. Then we have a point about this naive Bayes algorithm. How this algorithms is a classification algorithm. How this is classification algorithm. We have understood about Bayes theorem. How the things going to work with the Bayes algorithm. So this is a brief introduction what really the algorithm part within the subject data analysis is all about. I hope you understand it, how what really the algorithm and the types of algorithm is all about. So in my view, the takeaway is this part, choosing algorithm by time. So how we can choose an algorithm? There are different types of algorithms, so classification algorithms, regression algorithm, and segmentation algorithm. So association algorithm and sequence analysis algorithm. In this type of algorithm, we will understand how we will choose algorithm for our objectives. Okay. I hope you will understand about things. We will get better understanding in further lectures as well.